This is 60 Seconds of Science, brought to you by DuPont Pioneer. We're living in the information age, and knowledge is power. Both those summations are being applied by DuPont Pioneer agronomists for the benefit of growers. Data from extensive on-farm trials are showing the value of a number of management practices. Case in point, using fungicides in corn. This wasn't a common practice just 10 years ago, but now almost all growers realize the benefits. Researchers at DuPont Pioneer say it all came from on-farm trials across thousands of acres in multiple states. Mark Jeske, Agronomy Information Manager, says the data collected is extensive and shows fungicides work under a wide range of cropping practices in wet and dry years.
At the time we started doing this back in 2007, that was a big question on everybody's mind is, what's the high-end value of it? What might the average yield response be, and what factors can influence that? On average, 7 to 8 bushel yield advantage to foliar fungicides over the almost 10 years that we've been doing these trials.
Data collection and comparison is enhanced by handheld computers and yield monitors, but the logic of more disease pressure in certain environments comes through. In a corn-soybean rotation, the yield response to fungicides was 3.9 bushels per acre under conventional tillage, compared to 7.3 bushels under conservation tillage and 9.4 bushels under no-till and strip-till. Disease pressure, according to the DuPont Pioneer agronomist, is typically greater in a corn-on-corn rotation because the pathogens for most fungal diseases overwinter in diseased corn leaves and husk. Therefore, the yield response to a fungicide was greater in a corn-on-corn rotation, 7.3 bushels per acre under conventional tillage and 9.1 bushels under conservation tillage. Going back a few years, the first farmer observations of fungicide application were that the plant remained green and growing later in the season. But the second was much more important: verification through the on-farm trials that the yield was higher and the ROI increased. For more information, check with your DuPont Pioneer representative. You can also review other topical podcasts on this website.